Hey Libras, welcome to your money reading for whenever you are led to this message. I hope that all of you are doing well. We are going to take a peek at your current financial status, any obstacles that might be blocking you from getting more money, opportunities that are on the horizon, and your potential outcomes should you choose to pursue them. So, wow, I was going to say let's get started and jump right in. Oh, with your energy, what's happening with you currently in terms of finances? We have the Seven of Cups in reverse, and we also have the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. So these are two cards about being super sort of stagnant right now, and really being in that place of trying to figure out what your options are going forward in terms of making money. It's almost this feeling of you have sort of planted seeds somewhere here and there, and they haven't grown into anything just yet. It feels as though you're not reaping the harvest from your investment, and there seems to be a sense of impatience and a little bit of frustration in terms of you moving forward. It's kind of like, well, what the hell do I do now? And so this might be for some of you that started your own business, whether it's a side hustle or full-time type of thing. It feels as though you've been putting a lot of effort into it, and the patience is starting to wane in terms of seeing some good, steady flow of income coming in. And it feels as though you're kind of at the point where it's like, well, what do I do now? Do I scrap this? Do I do something different? What's my path forward? What is it that I'm supposed to do? So in terms of your strengths, when it comes to money related things, we have the Seven of Wands. And so Libra, it feels like one of your best qualities when it comes to money is that you're willing to put the effort in. You're willing to fight for things, even if you're not particularly pleased at how things are going. It feels as though you have this sort of never give up type of attitude. Like, it takes a lot for you to shut something down. And, maybe sometimes that's to your detriment, but I feel like oftentimes, Libra, you find yourself in a situation that just when you're ready to call it quits, you have this last little bit of burst of energy, and that's when things work out for you. And I can understand that that's like 1,000% frustrating. It's like, why does my back have to be against the wall before I get a break? But there's something in here that's a testimony to your resilience and your persistence and your willingness to keep trying, even if things don't immediately seem like they will work out in your favor. Now, looking at your weaknesses when it comes to money, Libras. What are Libra's weaknesses when it comes to money? We have the Six of Cups, and we also have Temperance. So there is this sort of sense that you have very pie in the sky dreams, which is not a bad thing, right? It's like, dream big. Otherwise, how will you get a great goal to achieve? But I think that sometimes there is a bit of imbalance that it is that you have when it comes to these sort of dreams, that there is missing a little bit of a level of practicality that comes along with them. And Libra, let me be clear, your dreams are absolutely beautiful, right? With the Six of Cups, this is a very sort of innocent, childlike, excited type of energy, right? It feels very comfortable where you are in these daydreams. But Temperance is all about that, having that balance, right? It's about figuring out how to bridge that gap between your dreams and what's happening in reality. So I think that there's, for you, a little bit of a challenge when it comes to money about merging those two things, right? You're every day, day to day with these big, beautiful dreams that you have about your finances. So in terms of opportunities that you may need to think about, we have the King of Cups in reverse, and let's see if we can clarify that a little bit for you. Let's clarify the King of Cups in reverse for my Libra. For my Libra collective, we have the Hermit. Okay. So when it comes to your opportunities and finances, Libra, I know that we are not necessarily the most patient group in the world. However, there is something here that's saying that what it is that you're doing right now, keep moving forward. This feels like it's going to be a much slower progression than you would have liked, that you were sort of expecting, but it feels like it is coming because we also have the Justice card here. So justice is a final determination. It's a resolution to, an issue. This is you sort of coming out on top, right? This is you getting that fairness, getting that balance that you may have been lacking before. So I do think that you will find this sort of path forward, right? With the Hermit in reverse. This is no longer someone who is going inward, going within themselves and trying to figure things out. I do think that, Spirit is saying you already know what you have to do, right? But I do think that while you're on the right track right now, it's just moving a little bit slowly. And that's it. So this is an exercise in patience. It feels like this is coming. But whatever it is that you've started embarking on, or whatever it is that's coming up to you in the very, very near future, it's going to happen for you, Libra. It is. But again, there's an element of patience in there and finding this balance. It's almost like you want to go from 0 to 100 in 2 seconds, and it's like Spirit is saying, no, it's going to take 6 seconds for you to get to 0 to 100. Sorry. So that's just something that you sort of have to ride out a little bit. I know that that's probably not what you want to hear right now, but it's a matter of patience. It's a matter of patience and divine timing for all of this to work. So in terms of your outcome, we have the Two of Swords in reverse, we have Judgment, and we also have the Eight of Cups. So this is you sort of making that decision to walk away from something and continue moving towards something else, right? So with this card, if you can see, we have this man who is walking away from these cups, right? He's sort of moving towards the unknown, but he has his walking stick. He has the light of the moon. He's walking towards this lush ass island over here. So it's not that he's necessarily leaving something horrible behind. It's more that he's moving towards something. And this is you, Libra, I think, with the Judgment card. This is you making that decision to persist. This is you working your magic, your special brand of magic with this never give up, never say die attitude, even in spite of the impatience that you might be feeling right now. I think that you're starting to recognize that what it is that you've been working on is not an overnight proposition. It's something that's going to take consistency, dedication, that is going to allow you to build over time. So there is this decision, I think, to continue moving on this path. And we also have the Nine of Swords in reverse here at the bottom of the deck. So I think as that relates to your outcome, this frustration that you've been experiencing for not necessarily seeing results or seeing an outcome that you were hoping for in the time frame that you were hoping for is going to subside. Like, this is going to start to fade. I think that you will be seeing some signs that will affirm that you're on the right path. And that's going to be enough to keep you going. So you're not quite at the point of giving up just yet, Libra. So have that final push, okay? Now for your final message from Spirit, we have, I can give my attention to the positive aspects. Things are coming into your experience in response to your vibration. Your vibration is offered because of the thoughts you are thinking, and you can tell by the way you feel what kinds of thoughts you are thinking. Feeling good feeling thoughts and good feeling manifestations must follow. Make a decision to look for the best feeling aspects of whatever you must give your attention to, and otherwise look only for good feeling things to give your attention to, and your life will become one of increasingly good feeling aspects. So, this sort of confused and frustrated state that you're in right now, Libra, it's time to figure out a way to shift out of that. And I think that you have the ability to do that because of all of this resilience that you're showing in your strength position when it comes to your money. The only thing that's sort of stopping you is this impatience that maybe having you want to give up. But understand that there's something good coming, that you are actually on the right path where you're moving towards something positive, something that's abundance, but it's going to take a little bit more patience on your part. So hang in there, Libra. It's coming for you. Just focus on all of the good feels that you're going to have when you actually achieve this. So I'm going to leave it there for you. I hope that this was helpful and I hope that it resonated with you. If it did, make sure to like, share, and subscribe. But in the meanwhile, stay safe, stay healthy, and I am sending you huge hugs.